All right, today we're diving into a really powerful and, let's be honest, kind of uncomfortable idea from the Bhagavad Gita. We tend to think of sincerity as this ultimate virtue. If someone truly believes something with all their heart, we respect that conviction. But what if that sincere belief is totally misguided? The Gita just flips that whole assumption on its head and asks us to look way deeper.
And this, right here, is the core question. What happens when someone is deeply, genuinely sincere, but their beliefs are actually leading to harmful outcomes? What if the faith itself is, distorted? It's a tough question because it forces us to pull apart two things we usually lump together: good intentions and clear perception.
And this is Krishna's answer, straight up. This one line is really the key to everything we're going to unpack today. The Gita is suggesting that faith isn't a virtue all by itself. Nope. Instead, it's more like a mirror, reflecting something much, much deeper inside of us. So what exactly is it reflecting? Well, to understand what that mirror is showing us, we have to look at what the Gita calls faith's hidden engine. This is a concept known as the gunas. Think of this as the Gita's framework for understanding the quality behind our beliefs and actions. It's less about what you believe and way more about the how and the why of your belief. So here's the crucial point. Your faith, my faith, our faith, it's a direct reflection of our inner state. It's not something you just choose with your brain, like picking an item off a menu. It actually grows out of your deepest tendencies, your very character. And in this view, faith suddenly becomes this amazing diagnostic tool. This inner quality is broken down into three basic modes, or gunas. First up, you've got sattva. This is the quality of clarity, of balance. It leads to a faith that's all about seeking truth and real understanding. Then there's rajas. This is the quality of passion, desire, and ambition. It shapes a faith that's focused on getting results, on status, on recognition. And finally, you have tamas. This is the quality of fear, inertia, and confusion. And it creates a faith that's rooted in superstition and denial. Okay, so this framework of the gunas, it's amazing because it helps us understand why people can believe such vastly different things. It gives us a way to explain all this diversity without judging or ridiculing anyone. You can really think of it as a model of psychology, not just theology. So the core mechanic here is that we are naturally drawn to ideas and belief systems that just resonate with our dominant guna. A person driven by sattva is going to look for wisdom. A person driven by rajas is going to be drawn to power. And a person driven by tamas, they're going to want simple, rigid rules to make their fear go away. It's not random at all. It's like a form of spiritual magnetism. This also explains why it is so incredibly hard to change someone's mind with just facts and figures. If a belief is rooted in a deep emotional and structural quality, in their guna, then while intellectual debate almost never works. Evidence alone just isn't enough because you're not arguing against a fact, you're pushing against the very fabric of their inner world. And that's exactly why even really harmful faiths can persist so strongly. Okay, I know this might sound like some heavy, ancient philosophy, but let's pull this into the 21st century. How can we actually apply this kind of diagnostic test to our own lives right here, right now? Because believe me, this framework isn't just about ancient scripture. It is so crucial to understand that when the Gita talks about faith, it is not just talking about religion in a church or a temple. It's talking about whatever you place your trust, your loyalty, and your deepest conviction in. And in our modern world, man, we place that kind of faith in a lot of things. I mean, think about it. Our political ideologies, that's a form of faith. Our unwavering trust in economic or social systems, that's faith. Our deep loyalty to our national or cultural identities, absolutely a form of faith. Even the confidence we place in the stories we hear from the media or from our own social circles, that is a modern expression of faith. So the Gita basically provides this timeless checklist to test any belief, whether it's religious, political, or personal. You can ask yourself these three questions. First, does this belief bring me more clarity and peace, or does it just stir up more agitation and anxiety? Second, does it make me a more compassionate person, or does it give me a convenient way to justify harm to others? And third, and this is a big one, does this belief encourage me to look inward and question myself, or does it demand that I shut down any kind of self-examination? And this brings everything right back home, to a personal level. The Gita's message here isn't about judging other people. It's about developing the wisdom to look at ourselves. It's about trying to understand the invisible forces that are shaping what we hold to be true.
And so we come back to this pretty stark conclusion. Good intentions are a great starting point, but they are not the destination. Sincerity is valuable for sure, but without clarity, it can become a powerful engine for delusion. Our faith has to be examined. Because unexamined faith, no matter how sincere we are, can end up reinforcing our own inner bondage instead of setting us free.
So I'm going to leave you with this final, challenging question. I want you to think about the beliefs you hold most dear, the ones you would defend with the most passion, and ask yourself honestly, is that conviction coming from a place of clarity and compassion? Or is it maybe being shaped by desire, by fear, or by a deep need for certainty? What quality is the true engine of your faith?